Good evening to everyone. It's as usual the eBitcoinics Academy, and today is a Friday, which means a global sort of session where we discuss blockchain related stuffs, and it's so important for all of us. That is why we've joined us in the process of doing this webinar. Lots of new individuals are going to be joining, so you don't need to be surprised. And at the same time too, we are streaming live, and after everything you will see this video officially on our YouTube channel, which is the tv.ebitcoinics.com channel. And once again, I want to welcome everybody to our academy today. Our edu, what do you call it, whether a webinar or a free webinar, you can count it as long as it is blockchain. So today our topic that we have is Ponzi schemes, and every day now we just accept it. We just hear the word Ponzi, we don't even know what Ponzi schemes really are, and basically we think maybe it's just some word imported from the United States or even from China. So today on our Edu webinar, we are going to actually discuss Ponzi schemes, and especially in the blockchain ecosystem, so that you get to know how to position yourself, you get to know how to protect yourself, and you get to know how to not let your small money leave you. Right. So what are Ponzi schemes? In a nutshell, Ponzi schemes actually are systems that takes money from the hands of investors and never gives it back to them. As simple as that. Like I design a program, and then I tell you my program is going to actually maybe give you 1% every month, and you agree with that. You give me your money, and at the end of the day I give you nothing. Or maybe basically sometimes Ponzi schemes promises more than they can actually deliver. For example, you see a company out there and it goes like, okay, buy an investment package, we are doing trading and we pay you 100% every day. That's crazy. It's like, my word, excuse me, but it makes no sense, you know. But that sort of activities are what we call the Ponzi related activities. And actually Ponzi is kind of a Latin word, and not just a word but somebody's name. Actually Ponzi is a name of a human being. He used to do those kind of things, you know. He builds schemes, he takes your money away from you, and at the end of the day you get no money back. So basically people were just, this is a scheme of Ponzi, you know, this is a scheme of Ponzi, and it became something that the world, because he was the most popular person in such schemes. So Ponzi schemes have been designed or defined in the dictionaries to be systems that actually take money away from you and it never gives it back. And at the end of the day too, it promises you more than it can ever deliver. Now, Ponzi schemes and blockchain ecosystem, how is it related? Like, is there any sort of relationship between Ponzi schemes and blockchain? Now, what we are heading to actually sums up to the fact that we want to protect you. We want to make sure that you feel okay in what we are doing, and at the end of the day, as we are learning, we implement what we are actually learning. Now, lots of Ponzi schemes are arising out of the blockchain ecosystem every day, especially with these two basic operations, mining and then trading. Mining and then trading. Now these two are the hotcakes involved in the cryptocurrency ecosystem, and somebody could just try to promise you anything for you to believe that this is worth it, right? So blockchain can 100% take care of Ponzi schemes, but if you don't learn how to protect yourself against Ponzi schemes, you will end up losing. Now, how do you, are there Ponzi schemes on top of the blockchain? Yes, There could be Ponzi schemes in the form of ICOs, propaganda-related ideas that are saying we are going to do this or we are going to do that, and at the end of the day, they cannot do it. So it becomes a Ponzi because they take your money away from you and it is not coming back. That is one thing. Now, how about the cryptocurrency ecosystem as well? You know, blockchain is the tech. Cryptocurrencies are the tokens that are evolving on top of the blockchain. You understand? So, with cryptocurrencies, somebody can scam you, or a Ponzi can step in two basic forms. The first, number one, has to do with mining. So let's just use Bitcoin in this scenario. Right. Now, Bitcoin mining is one big deal and one big business that needs serious attention. So somebody tells you, oh well, I have a company and we are into Bitcoin mining, so come buy machines, and every day we are going to give you maybe 1% on top of your money, or we are going to give you maybe 100% every month on top of your money. This makes no sense. Why? Because of how Bitcoin has been designed. Now, with this, I would want to use my board so that I show you and everybody else something that is very, very important. And with that, we could use it to actually protect ourselves from all other Ponzi related activities. So, this is what is going to happen. With Bitcoin, the total Bitcoin that would ever be, today's date is actually 17th, right? 17th August 2018. Right. So the total number of Bitcoins that is ever going to be in circulation, as per designed by Satoshi Nakamoto, is actually 21 million Bitcoins. Now, this is 21 million Bitcoins against the world's population. We have over 7.6 billion plus individuals, including myself and all of you on this webinar today. Now, this 21 million Bitcoin is going to undergo a process to actually release all. Now, the first Bitcoin mining got started in the year 2008. That was when Bitcoin started being produced. And this is going to continue till the year 2140. Now, if you consider 2008 to 2140 is lots and lots of magic years. I don't know if I'm going to be alive by then. I don't know if everybody else in this room is going to be alive. But if we are, we have to give that privilege to God because we don't know. Now, averagely, that is going to be like 132 years plus. Right. And the entire number or the total number of Bitcoins that would ever be in circulation is 21 million Bitcoins. No new Bitcoins will come in. No fake Bitcoins. Nobody can counterfeit the currency called Bitcoin. So look at what is going to happen. Currently, as we speak, when you check on top of coin market cap, I am going to share my screen here. This is Firefox, so I'll use Chrome. Okay, so I'm on top of Chrome, and then I'll go to coin market cap. I go to view all coins, and I hope everybody else can see what I am seeing. So now I'm going to open Bitcoin. And if you look at something over here, let me annotate my screen. Okay. This is the total number of Bitcoins that are circulating. Right. We have 17.2 million Bitcoins that are currently circulating. 17.215 million Bitcoins. And out of this, if you use your calculator and 21 million, right? So 21 million minus 17, 215, 187. We've got a little over 3.78 million Bitcoins more. And this process is going to continue, the mining process, till the year 2140. And currently we are in 2018, which is like barely 10 years out of this. It means we still have 122 more years to actually mine and produce Bitcoins. Now, if you look at the current Bitcoin that are left yet to be mined or produced, it means it will get to a time within these 122 years, every block height maybe reached, maybe average level 4 years. It will get to a time maybe every Bitcoin release is going to be maybe 0.001 or 0.00301, and then somebody tell you, give me your Bitcoins, I'm going to invest your Bitcoins into mining, and tomorrow I am going to give you 100%, it makes no sense. So those kind of things are what can derive in the form of Ponzi in the world of mining. Now let's talk about trading, because we don't have the whole of today to do this, right? We just do like 20 minutes, 15, 10 minutes, we are done. Now trading is also one big deal when it comes to the cryptocurrency market, right? The market is so huge, and I would also want to share my screen here again so that you have a look at the market yourself. Now we have a total of 1,600 or whatever cryptocurrencies out there. Alright, so spotlight, got you. So we have I don't know what is happening. We have over 1,600 cryptocurrencies out there, and among all these cryptocurrencies, as you can see, Bitcoin is actually number one, and we have Ethereum, we have Ripple, we have Bitcoin Cash, what have you, and in all we do have 1,855 cryptocurrencies out there, and currently with the market worth 215 billion US dollars. It's huge money, and it is also small money when it comes to the trading world. You understand? Now this money is too small. If you look at market cap of companies like Google, Microsoft, Apple, even Apple, I think this year they've been the first company to actually achieve $1 trillion market capitalization. So Apple is no longer in the billion series, it's actually $1 trillion market. So if you compare $1 trillion market to an evolution like the blockchain, it means we still have a whole lot more to do. That's why experts are saying one Bitcoin price eventually will be worth maybe 100,000 US dollars, 200,000 US dollars, or even $1 million US dollar. I don't know. Is it gonna be real? I can't say yes, I can't say no, but everything is possible. So the market is so huge, and every 24 hours, 15.4 billion worth of money or dollar is being traded over here. So it means there's so much money to be made in trading. So somebody can just design a system and he tells you, or he goes, well, we have the best compensation plan out there, and with our compensation plan, you can make maybe 100% every month, or 200% every month, or whatever percent every month. Now, the moment you realize the returns is abnormally higher, you just need to know you have to run away from it. That's kind of the sort of things that makes it, it makes you doubt what really a company can do. So Ponzi schemes basically have a whole lot more to do in the world of every industry. And if we are talking about Ponzi scheme today or right now, we have to focus on our own industry, and that is the blockchain industry. I hope what we did today or what we've done makes sense. If you have questions, probably maybe even after we upload our video, you can drop your questions on our channel. We will be able to attend to it. And as I said, I am not permitted to actually do more than enough time. So I would want to end today's session here. And I don't know if anybody out there is going to have a question. If you do have a question regarding today's topic, you simply raise your hand. I will just unmute you. You ask the question, and then we get done. But if there is no question, we just end today's session. So let me just go. And if you know you cannot ask, maybe you're kind of shy, you just drop your comment in the chat box, and we would attend to it as it's supposed to be done. So that's it for today. Probably Ponzi scheme is still big and huge a topic to be discussed in just a few minutes. So I'm pretty sure time to time we will actually be talking about stuff like that is actually going to help. So as we are waiting, whomever is having a question, you could just drop your your message or you raise your hand, we would unmute you, or maybe I should try and then unmute everybody else. And that is a bad idea, but I'm going to give it a try. Alright, so I just unmuted almost everyone. And if you have a question, you just ask us. And if you don't, we happily end this session as well. So we are kind of waiting for a few minutes to see who has a question and who has no question. Then we end this session. Alright, and then we are done. So we are waiting for questions. Okay. You said I think somebody's trying to ask a question. He says, is there a need for what? Mr. Razak, you trying to ask a question? Could you be very clear on your question, please? Can anybody else hear him? Because I can't hear him at all. Okay, so I unmute him. Hello? He's got his hand raised up and he's trying to ask a question. So let's just give him some time and then we'll see how it goes. I think we can't. Whoa. Alright, I've just muted him. I think for some reasons, Razak, wherever you are, we cannot hear you. So probably if we will end this question, you could still drop your question on the live video we will be uploading. And since there's no message over here, I think we are all kind of okay with this session. So I would want to end it nicely by reminding you to actually subscribe to our channel, tv.eBitcoinics.com. Follow us on Twitter and Facebook at eBitcoinics and Instagram as well. Until then, we will see you next week, God willing. Enjoy your weekends.